And 1. Be there now. What is this memory? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, when you did that, my stomach jumped.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like there's a cap on my head.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly on the left side.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
My fingers are tingling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting any pictures.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to go to a memory. Let's go to a memory that made you sad. It's an easy one to remember.
Yeah, my mom dying.
All right, so I'd like for you to be there now. Be there and tell me what's happening now.
She's bleeding from her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
She's nervous. She's got to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
She wants me to get her some clothes because she was in her pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
I lived with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her to call a doctor. She needed to go now. She wanted to wait for an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
So then I called Evie, her friend, her best friend. I told Evie to come over. She was bleeding out her mouth. So she did. And then Debbie come over with Destiny. They brought donuts for Mom. And by that time, I'd had her in the bathroom. And she collapsed on the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I yelled for Debbie to come in and help me.
All right, so I'd like for you now to change it to present tense, and I want you to be at that moment now. And what's happening now?
We get her up,
Mm-hmm.
and we take her to the couch, and she pretty much just collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
And Debbie tried to do CPR, but Mom wasn't. She was sitting up and kind of over, so couldn't really do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then her mouth started moving because I kept telling her to breathe. And then her mouth was opening and closing like a fish, like she was trying to breathe.
All right, so let's see what Mom is saying. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and I want you to be Mom. 1, 2, and 3. Mom, what's going on? What are you trying to tell Shelley? What are you telling her?
I was trying to breathe.
I'm trying to breathe. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling, Mom?
Her back hurts.
Back hurts. Mm-hmm.
It's on the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. What are you experiencing in this moment, Mom?
Can't really get my breath.
Mm-hmm. Look at all the things that are going on around you. Is there anyone there besides Shelley?
Debbie's here.
Mm-hmm.
Evie comes in sometime.
Mm-hmm. Look around, Mom, and see if there's anybody there that doesn't have a body. Look around. Who else is there for you? Do you see your guide?
No.
No. Very good. So I want you, Mom, to go ahead. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and I want you to leave that body and tell me what happens. 1, 2, and 3. Leave that body. And tell me what you see. What happens?
My ears are hot.
Uh-huh.
My body's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
I'm not really sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just know I'm hot.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to focus on that heat. What happens in that heat? Keep intensifying it. What is that heat? Feel it. Keep saying it. I'm hot.
I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hot.
Keep going. I want you
I'm
to
hot.
keep following it.
I'm hot.
Keep following it.
Hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hot.
We're going to go to that memory. Keep going.
I'm hot.
What's causing that heat? I want you to remember. I want you to remember. I'm going to tap your forehead and I want you to remember of the lifetime or memory of that heat. What's going on? What's that heat? Keep saying it. Keep intensifying it.
I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
Mm-hmm. Remember. Go to the origin. What's causing the heat?
Oh, it's on my head now. My ears.
Uh-huh. Keep going. Keep following it.
Hot. I'm hot. I'm hot.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
I'm hot. I'm hot.
Make it stronger.
I'm hot. I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hot.
Keep following it.
I'm hot.
Find the origin.
I'm hot. I'm hot.
Mm-hmm. Where is this heat coming from? Is this heat coming from Shelley or coming from something else? Keep saying it.
I don't know.
Feel it.
It took me in an ambulance.
Uh-huh. Keep
I
going.
was on the floor and they trying to get me to, I guess, come back. I don't know
Uh-huh.
what
Keep
they're
going.
doing.
Keep going.
They put me in the ambulance. Took me to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And I was laying there and people started coming in and saying goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
And Shelley's on my left.
Mm-hmm.
And telling me to go home.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
Go to the light.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about me and the kids and Jim and the grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
Go home.
How do you feel about that?
I'm good.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next?
I have this pain in my back.
Mm-hmm.
Back left side. I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've cooled off.
Very good.
That feels better. Cooled off.
Very good. What happens next?
I don't know. I don't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
Cool that one.
Do you go anywhere?
I don't see anything. I don't feel anything.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever go to the light?
I would say yes. I had a near-death experience before when I almost died, and went to the light, and they told me I had to go back. My purpose wasn't filled.
Mm-hmm. So let's see what happens when you go to the light. Follow it now.
I don't really see anything.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you to see. I want you to feel it.
Feel it.
Mm-hmm. You don't have eyes as a spirit. You just know. What do you feel? Just use all of your emotions.
I feel a little tired in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel. I feel. What do I feel?
Mm-hmm. Do you still feel that tired in your head?
No, not so much now.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What happens next?
How do I feel?
Mm-hmm. Do you connect with anyone?
I feel my heart.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that heart is connected with anyone? Follow it.
Feels. How does my heart feel?
Mm-hmm.
Little. I just feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it pumping.
Mm-hmm.
Not real fast.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel it in my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Pulsating.
And whose chest is it pulsating in? Is it the chest of Margie or is it the chest of Shelley?
I think it's Shelley.
Mm-hmm. Did you put your heart into Shelley's heart?
I could have.
Mm-hmm.
That would sound like somebody would do what she would do.
Uh-huh. So, what is the benefit of having your heart stay with Shelley?
Because she's my best friend.
Mm-hmm. But you see, by connecting with Shelley and keeping your heart there, are you allowing yourself to evolve? To disconnect from this life?
I don't know. She's lost without me. So she's going through so much pain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to help her.
But by going through so much pain, what's it doing to your heart that's there with her?
Hurting?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't help either one of you, does it? No. Because you see, Margie, when a soul leaves their body, they need to take their entire essence with them. They can't help if a piece of them is missing. Did you break off a piece of yourself?
I think so.
Yes, and what's that doing to you?
It's keeping my heart here.
And you see, by keeping your heart here, you're holding yourself back. And you can't help her if you're not whole.
I don't want my mom to stay here now.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like Shelley to go ahead and tell Mom that. Shelley, go ahead and tell Mom.
Mom, go home.
Mm-hmm.
What is...
Take a look at your heart. What's holding her heart with yours?
Probably my pain.
Mm-hmm.
My sorrow.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel any connection there? Do you feel like it's tied into your body somehow? Any cables?
My right leg.
Mm-hmm.
My knee.
Yeah. And I'd like for you to follow that energy and see if it's tied to Mom.
I can't tell.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to just imagine yourself cutting the connection from your knee, from your feet. Imagine just slicing through and see what happens. What happens?
I feel it on my right side.
Mm-hmm. Take a look with your spiritual eyes. Where is it connected?
It's still pain in my back.
Mm-hmm. So let's see if that back has anything to do with the heart of your mom. You'll know if it's associated with it. Is that pain in the back part of her heart, or is it separate? Don't think about it. You'll just know.
I think it's connected with her lung.
Okay, good. So do we need to have Mom connected any longer?
No, I bet that's where she felt her pain.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you forgive yourself for suffering so long?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now that you understand what's gone on in this family for so long, that you've had interference, are you ready to go to the light completely now and remove those pieces that are holding you back?
Yes.
All right, so I want you to go ahead and look throughout Shelley's body and see where it is that you're holding on to her. Look at her energetic body. Where are you connected?
The chest.
In the chest. Very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead and pull out, like roots of a weed, of a plant, pull out your energy from that chakra, from that energetic field. Pull it out. And Shelley, I want you to go inside of your body and go ahead and pull outwards so that you can disconnect from Mom in that same area. And tell me when all of it has been retrieved.
I'm just going deep into the back.
Keep pulling. And you'll know whether this is from Mom or somebody else. Is that Mom?
I don't know. Chest is lighter here, but...
Keep going. Where else is Mom connected? Look at your heart.
I think...
What do you feel now?
I feel... The chest feels better.
Very good.
Yeah.
So let's see where else Mom is connected. Throat.
Yeah.
And you will understand why that was. The throat chakra is about speaking your truth. Who was not speaking their truth? Who was holding back? Was it Shelley or Mom?
Both.
Both. Are we ready now to speak the truth?
Yes.
Is there something that either Mom or Shelley need to say to release that?
I felt guilty. I felt bad. Mom was a shopper. I hate to shop. She always wanted me to go shopping. Even to the store, I just didn't want to go.
So tell Mom that.
I'm sorry, Mom. You know I'm not a shopper. I don't like shopping. I give you a credit card, so you go shopping. You go have fun. I don't want to. I don't like it. I should have spent more time with her after I found out she had cancer. It was too painful. I couldn't even think about raising her.
So where are you holding that?
I'm holding it all in my chest, and I'm holding it all in my heart.
So I want you to just imagine your heart. What does that heart look like with all of this accumulated in there?
It's big. It's enlarged. It looks
What color?
like a great big apple.
A big apple. Okay. And it's all inflamed?
Yeah.
Okay. So take a look at that and see what it is that's causing that inflammation. Are there any words, any sayings that are coming out? Is it that guilt?
Mom would want to talk about what, to do. And as soon as she'd mention it, I would just tear up. And then she'd want me to cry, so she'd be quiet. And then there was so much... I wanted to tell her more, and I didn't want her to cry, so I don't think I told her anymore. Okay. I should have told her.
So tell her now.
Me and your dad made this when you were younger, and Dad was still alive, and we thought you being a girl, you'd be more sensible about everything and make sure everything was done fair.
So is there any reason to have guilt?
No.
No.
I know guilt's wasted.
Yeah. So you see that you didn't make the wrong decision after all. It's the decision you had made.
Maybe I should have prepared her more. I didn't know it would be so hard. And I didn't know things would fall apart the way they did, but how would I know?
Right. So now is there any need for you to continue being here with this guilt?
No.
No? All right. So, Margie, I'm going to put my hand over your heart that's been there, connected, and I want you to give me all of that guilt you've been holding, all of that remorse, all of those feelings. I want you to go ahead and just give me all of that, and we're going to send it to the universe for healing. Begin to go ahead and release all of that guilt, all of those should-haves, didn't do, didn't say. Pull it all out. Let's pull them out and send them to the universe for healing. And let's heal that heart now. And tell me when it's all out. Don't leave anything in. And when it's completely finished, just say done.
Everything's done.
Very good. Very good. And now we have all of that out, what would you like to put instead into that heart, Margie? What would you like to take with you?
Red roses.
What is it?
Red roses.
Red roses. So let's put a lot of red roses in there today. A lot of red roses. Feel all those roses going in there, filling up your heart. All those beautiful petals. Is there any else that you would like to put into that heart?
Love.
Let's put lots of love in there. Feel that love. And forgiveness. Feel it all going in there. Allow it to flow through every bit of your essence. That's it. Very good. And now with all of those roses and forgiveness and love in your heart, what do you have to say to Shelley now?
I feel better.
Feel better. Very good. So, Shelley, are you ready to release Mom now? Or is there something holding you back from releasing her?
I just want to say I'm sorry, Mom. I wish I would have been with you the whole time these last 6 weeks.
Take a deep breath in. Margie, what do you say back?
That's fine. I knew you had to get away. I knew you couldn't take it.
So now that we have that confirmation from Mom, Shelley, do you need to hold all of that guilt in your heart any longer? No. So I'm going to put my hand over your heart, and I want you to go ahead and begin to pull out all of those feelings of guilt, of remorse, of I should have done that, I could have done that, I didn't do that, I wasn't good enough, I wasn't there enough. Pull all that out. You don't need that holding you back any longer. And I want you to envision that heart as it begins to get smaller and smaller without that inflammation of guilt. Feel it coming out. And tell me when it's all done.
Everything is better.
Very good. And now that all of that is out, what would make your heart feel better? What would you like to put in it?
Purple.
Let's put lots of purple in there. I want you to feel that purple flowing in through the top of your head, down into your heart. Feel it going directly down in there. And as it fills your heart, I want you to see how that heart begins to transform into a healthy heart, a loving heart, a healed heart. And let's put that into your mind too. What else would make your heart feel better?
Sparkles and light.
So let's put lots of sparkles into that heart. Put lots of sparkles and light into that heart and into your mind. How does that feel?
Better.
Better. What would make it feel even better? What would make that heart feel just fantastic?
Oh, heart. What would make my heart feel fantastic?
You could put pictures of little kittens in there. You could put anything in there that make it feel great.
Unicorns.
Unicorn. Let's put lots of unicorns in there. Feel them. And all that magic. Feel it going into your heart and your mind. Very good. And now take a look at your heart. What does that heart look like now? Does it look like a big inflamed apple anymore?
No, it's much better.
Much better. Very good.
Smaller.
Very good. So now let's take a look at your whole body. Scan this body and see how it feels now. Are there any parts of your body?
Oh, I still got this one pain, but it's not as bad. It's still like in the middle, back through. I don't know how to.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you go back now to the origin of where this pain is coming from. You see, the body stores all of the information, and it talks to you by telling you things with discomfort. So I'm going to count from 10 back to 1. And as I count, I want you to begin to release and let go of any expectations. And I want you to travel back to the origin of when this pain first began to get the information. It may be this lifetime or it may be another lifetime. But when I get to number 1, I'll tap your forehead. And I want you to tell me the first thing that you remember. And 1. Be there now. Where are you?
Oh, but it's my left side. My left side.
The left side.
All the way from my foot up to my left side. It's all my left side.
All right. Intensify it. Where are you? What's causing that pain?
Let's see. I know.
Feel it. Feel it. What's causing this? Is this something physical?
I think it's could be.
Don't think. Just know.
Is it cut off? Is it?
All right. So I want you to experience it. What was cut off?
Is it cut in half? But I feel my right side. How can
That's okay. You cut your... I want you to see yourself there. Who cut you in half? Was it an accident?
Yeah, I don't see nothing coming.
Okay. So what cut your body in half?
Was it a crash? I don't know, but as soon as we start going down them steps, my left foot, that's my club foot. It's my left foot.
All right. So I want you to see what happened. I'm going to start snapping my fingers and reminding you of what happened. What happened on that side? What happened?
Please.
Cut in half.
Cut in half.
What cut you in half? Allow it to just come into your mind. Cut in half. What was it?
Feel it.
Feel it. What was this? Was it an accident? Was it on purpose? What was
It was an accident. It was not on purpose.
All right. So let's find the time period. Is it ancient times or modern times? Feel it now.
Oh.
Feel it. Ancient times? Modern times. Feel it.
I want to say modern, and then I know that darn ego got in my way. Ancient.
Ancient. All right. I'm going to put my hand on your forehead. See the numbers. What year is this?
9-3.
9-3. 937. All right. In the year 937, are you male or female?
Male.
Male. Okay. Tell me more. How old are you there?
Young. Probably young teenager,
Mm-hmm.
old, 11, 12, mid.
Mm-hmm.
Mid.
And where are you?
I'm walking,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a bucket. And
What's in that bucket?
well, I'm gonna say water.
Mm-hmm.
Going to get water. Oh,
So I want you to go to the moment when something happens.
I got hit.
Mm-hmm. Where did you get hit?
Has to be my face.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
Perhaps a horse hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And
What happened to your left side? Or is it the right side?
I think what happened is,
Mm-hmm. What's there?
I want to say a horse hit me,
Mm-hmm.
and with that heavy wooden bucket, slammed back in the back, or how I landed. Perhaps the horse landed.
Mm-hmm.
Just broke half my body. But just the left side.
Just the left side. So take a look at your feet. What happened to your foot?
Squashed.
Mm-hmm.
Squashed.
Your foot was squashed.
This side
Mm-hmm.
was squashed. Flat, like laid on me, flat, heavy.
Mm-hmm. So what happened after you left that body?
I think I still got it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So why is it that you need to manifest that in this lifetime?
I don't know. I don't know. I do have the cleft foot, so maybe left stays with me.
Mm-hmm. What is the message that you wanted to bring into this lifetime from that accident? Why did you need to manifest it into this lifetime?
Why left? To do right. To get it right.
To get it right. So now that Shelley understands that she needs to get it right, does she need to carry that pain from that lifetime?
Oh, no.
No. Okay. So what I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to go back to that lifetime, and I'd like for you to make that body whole once again. I want you to take that body and I want you to repair it. I want you to put the feet back where they belong. I want you to take the horse off of it. And I want you to use that light within you to repair. And as you're doing that, what's happening to that body?
It's starting to blow up. Inflate.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and use light to heal it. Because you want to take with you your body completely whole. Mm-hmm. Tell me when you're done.
It feels even.
Very good. So now that your body is completely even, I'd like for you to go ahead and give Shelley a message. What would you like to tell her about this?
You got it. You got it.
Mm-hmm. Shelley, is there anything that you would like to ask or say to this other aspect of you that was causing you so much pain?
I don't have anything to say.
Very good. Can you forgive this part of you?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I want you to go ahead and just imagine that you're connected to that lifetime with maybe an energetic rope. And I'd like for you to go ahead and disconnect that rope, almost like as if it was a ship tied to a pier, and pulling it off of the pier and just throwing it into the boat, and just allow that lifetime to float away, disconnecting from any pain, any discomfort, any fears. And as it floats away, I want you to go ahead and begin putting your own light back into those areas that was causing discomfort. And you can choose a color of light that can allow that area to feel whole again. What color would you use?
Indigo.
Beautiful. So allow that color to just flow through all of that space. Your feet, all the way down to your feet. And just allow your feet to take the normal shape without the accident of the horse.
I stitched up my body.
Very good. And now that we know that the club foot came from the accident of the horse, what about the Cushing's disease? How did that occur? Was that the same thing? You'll just know it. What was that tumor all about?
I think that was stress.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stress.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't happy in my marriage to Dave.
So, did Shelley actually create that situation in order to let go of it?
I think she did because she didn't know she was.
Yes.
She thought because the first dad to her son was crap.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was so good to his son he already had. So when she got pregnant, she thought he'd be such a good dad, be a good husband, and she could have the good family life like she thought she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as that ring got on her finger, boy, he just did not stop yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Not stop yelling.
Mm-hmm.
So it got worse and worse and worse. I couldn't get out. I was stuck.
So she's a pretty good manifester for things to get out of, isn't she? She caused something to allow her to leave that marriage.
Yeah, well, her dad got her.
Mm-hmm.
Said, you're coming home with me or you're going to the hospital.
Okay, good. So we know that was because of the marriage. What about what's going on with her jaw and her knee and all of this mouth being tightened? Did that have anything to do with her not speaking her truth?
I think so. She's so tight. She's wound tight in there. She's just wound tight in there.
What's causing all this tight?
I don't know what's wound tight.
Let's find out.
Tight.
Would you assist her in finding where all this tight is all about? Where did it begin? Take her back to when it first began. Who did it have to do with? I want you to show her a picture of who made her wind up so tightly. Who is it? See the picture. I'm going to help you. I'm going to put my hand on your forehead and I want you to see the photograph. Who made her wind up so tightly?
Jim.
Uh-huh. So this winding up tightly is almost like her putting herself as a mummy. Does she need to be wound so tightly any longer?
No.
No. So can you begin to release all of this tightness now that she is safe? Feel it.
Oh, she's full of it. It's just,
Go ahead and release all of that. What does it look like on the inside, this tightness?
It's thick.
Mm-hmm.
And pasty, like.
Okay. And where is it found? Where does she have it?
Oh, it's in her stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Like into her esophagus, up through her throat.
Mm-hmm. All right. So just like she created all of this in there, we can also transform it. What can we use to transform all of this stickiness? We can use water. We can use light. What can she use to transform it into something that would be beneficial for her?
Light would cut it.
All right. So she created all of this. She needs to transform it. What would she like to transform it into to benefit her?
I want clear. I want...
So clarity?
Calm.
Clarity and calm. All right. So what color represents clarity and calm in her life?
Clear.
Clear.
Sparkles.
Go ahead and begin to filter all of those clear and sparkles through the body and begin to transform this very yucky stuff into something that flows, that gives her clarity, gives her calm, gives her peace, gives her joy. And tell me what's happening.
I'm working on trying to get through it.
You don't have to try. You could just do it very, very easily. Just allow it to flow.
Yeah, I'm so tense just even trying to do it.
So you may need something more powerful. What would you like to use to blast it out?
Oh, crystal quartz.
Beautiful.
Blow it out of there.
So go ahead and begin to use that crystal quartz. And I'm going to put one in your hand so that you can use it. Go ahead and use it. Begin to flow it and take it all out. And tell me when you're done. Blast it out. Just breathe into it. I want you to remember and connect with those aspects of Shelley that were able to heal effortlessly in different lifetimes. And you may see glimpses of them going through, assisting. Connect with those aspects now. Those healers. Those sages. And when you feel that all of that has been cleared, that it's flowing, just say done.
Feels much better.
Very good. So what would make Shelley feel much better moving forward?
Keeping the quartz.
Very good. Very good. So she knows that quartz is what is needed with this?
Yeah.
Has she worked with crystals before in other lifetimes?
Yes.
So I'd like for you to show her now. Show her now how she worked with them.
Well, I would take crystals and I would go where I was needed and I'd take them and I would feel what energy they needed to get further healing. And I would take the appropriate crystal to that person. And work with their heart. And heal.
Very good. Very good. So, is Shelley connected with that aspect now, in this lifetime?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Now, she was curious about the sage that someone told her about. Was she a sage, or was she this woman with the crystals? Was it the same person?
Both.
Both. So she's done this several times, hasn't she?
She knows how.
Yes. So why is it that she's in this lifetime? What is it that she's meant to do now, moving forward? Now that she has most of those things done in her life, when does her mission begin and what is it?
She's got to help. She's got to do her part. I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and touch your shoulder when I do. That'll be your indication to come out of this trance. And then when you come back, you'll go much deeper. Eyes open. Wonderful. Doing great.
I didn't say it's hard to lift her head.
And sleep. Going deeper. And deeper. And deeper. And with each breath, you'll see yourself going deeper and deeper. Feel that feeling. That's it. Very good. Very good. So we were talking about different lifetimes in which are affecting her now and what she's supposed to be doing in this lifetime. She's thinking of retiring. She's thinking of traveling a lot more. She wants to do a lot of things that she hasn't been able to do. Is this something that she needs to choose herself, or is there a mission ahead of her?
She's to go because where she goes, her light goes.
So she basically is choosing wherever she goes.
Yes, she wants to go where she's needed to help. She's got her crystals.
Who should be working with her crystals more?
I think she'll be selling them. Maybe, maybe not. If she'd give them all away if she could. Just to help.
And how are those crystals helping her?
Oh, they brought life back into her. She was so gone after her mom.
So now that her mom and her have disconnected, and her mom is able to now progress on her evolution, how will that be changing Shelley's life?
I feel she can let go. She can be free. She wants to be free.
Very good. Very good. Now, one of the questions that she had was, where is it that she goes when she dreams? What happens at night when she puts her head on the pillow and closes her eyes? What does she do?
She goes and plays and she flies. She loves to fly. We let her fly once in a while in her dreams, but not too much because then she don't want to wake up. Go back to reality.
Is she doing any work While she sleeps? Or she's just playing?
Playing, because she don't get to play on Earth. She's just not happy.
Is there any particular place that she goes to play?
Oh, everywhere.
Everywhere.
She loves the water. Wherever she can, whatever she wants to do, she just loves the freedom.
Very good. And she was told once that she had a lifetime back in Salem. Was this somebody's imagination, or did this happen?
It happened.
It happened.
Yeah.
Is there anything that she needs to know about this?
No, just another lifetime.
Just
Nothing
another-
important.
Nothing
No.
important. Okay, very good. Now she wants to be able to connect more, be able to see, be able to feel, be able to know a lot more. What is her skills? What are the skills that she's using in this lifetime?
Her kindness. Loyal. She's always loyal to her friends.
Yes.
What friends she's got left, if any.
Yes, and what's happened? During this path of awakening, she's lost a lot of her connection.
She's hurt. She's hurt. She's been so hurt. She's just so disconnected. She don't got anybody to talk to. Nobody to talk to.
So who are the ones that are talking with her on the spiritual realm?
No, it's got to be Pepper and her class, but they're all married, and she don't want to bother them.
Will she ever find someone in her life?
I don't. She put a block up because she always picks the wrong one. And she don't want no more drama of any of that stuff. So if she does, it'll be an accident. It's not like she don't have a plan for it. She don't even know if she wants it because she loves her freedom.
Yes.
And these guys always, we're going to wait. It's just drama. And she can't deal with drama anymore. She's so done with drama.
So she made an agreement to just shield herself from that.
Yeah. But she's lonely. She would like to have a friend to do things with. So she's up for that for sure.
Okay, good. So what recommendation do you give her in order for her to open herself up to more friendship like that?
She's trying to get out more. She does like being in her own body with her crystals and her shows, and she likes watching her channels. She thinks they're fascinating.
Good. Now, part of this awakening, she's been noticing some changes in her body, and she's been noticing things that she sees and hears. What is all this clicking and popping in her ears? All this flashing of lights? What is that?
We're trying to get her attention.
Ah, okay. So what is the ear thing all about?
We're just trying to get her attention and play. We're playing. We want her to play. She don't play anymore. She loved to play. She always loved to play. She loves to play. She loves adventure. She don't do nothing anymore. So we're playing. We're trying to get her to play again.
Okay. And the white flashes of light?
Taking pictures.
You were taking pictures of her?
Very funny, being goofy. See what she would think about it.
So you were using old-time flash photography to get her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she started laughing. It's like, oh. And so it's like she can't even do it. She said, oh, you guys, really? But she did get to laugh. So we got her to laugh.
Good. And during her last hypnosis session, she heard birds. What was the birds all about? Were they real birds?
She's connected to birds because birds are free. They represent freedom to her.
Okay.
And when her mom died, there was robins everywhere all the time. Her son seen them too and heard them all the time. So thought perhaps that was comforting her.
Okay, good. Now, why is it that her parents had to leave so early?
She had lessons to learn. She had things. We had to. So hard. So hard to lose them, so hard to lose them.
Why did she choose this life where she had to be left alone so early?
Why? She needs her independence.
Mm.
She's got to get her independence. If she's going to travel the road alone, she needs her independence. She needs to not depend on anybody but herself.
Okay.
And us, of course.
Okay, good. And she'll have Pepper to go with her.
Oh, yeah. He's there.
Now, did Pepper and her know each other before?
Pepper, he's I don't know, he's in a cave.
He's in a cave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He goes up there and prays all the time.
Okay. So he spends his time in solitude?
Yeah, praying.
Okay.
So
who's the one with the funny personality?
Oh, that's Pepper. I don't know, but they always got along because they just like to have fun.
Okay, good. One of the things she came here for was about her addiction to smoking. Yeah. She's been able to let it go, but she picks it up again. What is this addiction all about? When did it all begin?
She'd see her mom smoking when she was a little girl. Mm-hmm. She wondered what it was all about. An adult doing that thing. So she'd go into her mom and dad's room and get the ashtray underneath the bed and light up little cigarette butts. Oh, it was so harsh. Mm-hmm. But she thought it was, I don't know, like a cool thing to do, so she kept trying to smoke. Mm-hmm. Of course, you know, she couldn't do that as a little girl, so she had to quit. But once in a while, to try to get that adult thing, she'd go in there and grab a little cigarette butt. Mom left matches right there by the ashtray, so it ain't like, you know.
Mm-hmm. So now that Shelley is an adult already, what is she getting out of that cigarette?
Connection with her mom and, I don't know, adulting. Mm-hmm. And I don't like it.
So let's find out. Let's go deeper and find out. Is it actually Shelley that's smoking or someone else who wants to grow up? Would you help me go deeper and find the origin of this addiction? I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And let's find out if it's actually Shelley or someone else who's smoking. 5. Going back in time and space. 4. The first time when you found that cigarette. 3. Getting younger and younger. 2. And 1. Be there now. What is this memory? Where are you?
Back to that little girl. Mm-hmm. A little older though. She's older than 8 now. Mm-hmm. She's like 11, 12.
Mm-hmm. Now what's happening there?
Her mom got sick. Yes. Hepatitis. She almost died. Mm-hmm. And she remembers in school they had to come get her and her brother out of school to come see her mom for the last time. Mm-hmm. They didn't tell the kid that he was dying. They told Grandma and Grandpa. Mm-hmm. And we went to see her, and she was so yellow and so weak and so frail. I wanted her to come home for my birthday. And then a miracle happened, and she turned around the next day, and Mom got better, and Mom come home. Mm-hmm. But she's always weak. She got hepatitis because after she lost Sean, the hospital gave her bad blood.
Mm-hmm. So how did the cigarette come and into play?
I don't know why that cigarette's sticking there. It's like maybe she feels like it's a connection, but they quit smoking together.
All right, go deeper and see if anybody else is smoking for her. I want you to look through her body and see who is the one who wants the cigarette. Is it Shelley or someone else?
I think it's this guy on the side.
All right, where is this guy?
He's right there where Paul Selig took that knife out of. There he's back again.
All right, let's find out. I'm going to go ahead and move my hand over that area and bring him up. Up, 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 up. Give him your mouth, your voice, your mind. You, there. What's your name?
Sam.
Sam. How old are you, Sam?
90.
90. Sam, what are you doing there with Shelley?
Oh, hanging out.
Sam, are you a smoker?
Yeah.
Yeah. And why is it that you are using Shelley to smoke?
Because I can smoke that way.
How old were you how old was Shelley when you found her?
She was in the hospital with her mom.
Okay. And she wasn't feeling very good, was she?
No.
Were you in the hospital too? Yeah. So when you left your body, Sam, why didn't you go to the light?
I wanted to smoke. I was in the hospital. I couldn't smoke.
And so Shelley was an easy target, wasn't she? She wasn't feeling too good. So all this time she's been trying to quit. And what have you been telling Shelley?
I want to smoke.
So I have a question for you, Sam. How is it that you died? What caused you to die?
My lungs.
What happened to your lungs?
They filled up and I couldn't breathe.
Are you making Shelley feel like that every once in a while?
Yep.
But you see, Sam, this is not your body, and by you attaching to her energetic field, she's feeling your symptoms. Is this something that's proper to do this to somebody else?
No.
No. So what is it that you're so afraid of, Sam?
Not getting another cigarette.
I see. But you see, Sam, cigarettes aren't what life are all about. It's about your soul's evolution. Why are you afraid to go back home? Do you think that there are no cigarettes there?
I bet not. I don't think there is.
Oh, how do you know that? That's an
Smoking's
assumption.
bad for you, and there's nothing bad for you in heaven.
Well, there's no body in heaven either. You create your own body there. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Sam, we're going to play a little game here today. I'm going to have you travel and see what it's like to go home. All right? And I don't want you to leave. I want you to come back and report back to me what's there. So I want you to follow that light and tell me what's on the other side. What do you see there?
There's lights and clouds and levels and buildings and water.
And are there people with bodies there?
I don't see any right now.
How does it feel to you?
Looks wonderful.
Looks wonderful. Kind of like what it feels like to smoke? That wonderful feeling?
No, not that kind. This I feel in my senses. The smoke I felt in my lungs.
Ah, okay. So, would you want to try going home instead of hanging out with Shelley?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay. So, before we do that, though, you've been causing her a lot of damage. Your smoking through her lungs have damaged those lungs. What do you have to say to her about that?
I'm sorry.
Shelley, what do you say back to him? Can you forgive this old man?
Of course.
So what I would like for you to do is I want you to tell me, Sam, where it is that you're connected to this energetic field.
Oh, I am back in her left blade and back shoulder.
All right. So, Sam, what I'd like for you to do first is I want you to find that white light within you. Can you find that white light? It's your connection to Source. It's what's created you. And tell me when you find that light.
I see it.
All right. I want you to expand that light as much as you can. And you may even see your guide waiting for you on the other side. And once you expand it out, I want you to begin to pull all of your energy from Shelley's body. Pull it and retrieve it into your own energetic field. And tell me when it's done. And Shelley, I want you to go inside your body and cut away, pull out any of this that's not yours.
Oh, God, you're all wrapped up in my back.
Pull it all out. I don't want you to leave anything there. I want you to cut away everything. And Sam, I want you to pull all of your energy from her body because you can't travel as a split soul. It's not much fun that way. Retrieve all of your energy from her. And while you're doing that, Sam, I'm going to call in my angels of the light. And I want you to go ahead and look around you. And they're going to surround you. And they're going to give you a message. And just tell me what that message is.
I release and let go. We're with you.
Because I know it's tough, Sam, after wanting to be here for so long. Forgetting what it's like to go back home. So I'm going to have the angels accompany you. Tell me when you're completely disconnected from Shelley.
Okay.
All right. Now I want you to follow that light, Sam. And I want you to tell me who is there waiting for you now. Now that you're completely whole again. Who's there waiting for you?
My family.
What do they say to you?
Welcome home.
Wonderful. Sam, thank you very much. And may the light of the universe always accompany you. Thank you. And now, Shelley, I'd like for you to go ahead and seal your aura completely. Don't leave any holes. And I want you to take the healing light, the light that you consider to be healing, and begin to fill that entire space where Sam was connected. And tell me what color that light is.
Yellow sun.
Go ahead and fill that area. And tell me when it's done.
Okay.
All right. Now I'd like for you to focus on your lungs. And I want you to imagine yourself being tiny, tiny, tiny and slipping yourself inside the lungs, because I want you to report back to me as to what your lungs look like after smoking for so long.
Not good.
Not good. And you're going to be able to communicate with the cells of your lungs. What do your cells tell you?
Stop it.
What do your cells need in your lungs?
Oxygen.
All right. What do you have to say to those cells?
Sorry.
So now we're going to use something to clean out those lungs. We can use a frequency, we can use a light, we can use water to blast them. What would you like to use on those lungs in order to start clearing up?
My quartz.
Beautiful. So go ahead and begin to pull out with the quartz. And as you begin to pull it out, you may notice yourself breathing a little bit differently. As you bring in this oxygen into your lungs, into clear lungs, you may notice the color of the lungs beginning to change to a healthier glow, more elasticity. You may even feel your lungs filling a lot more than before. Easier to breathe, easier to move that oxygen into your cells and through your body. You may even notice that your heart is pumping a lot easier now as it receives clear oxygen instead of all that tar. And tell me when that's done.
Okay.
Very good. And now that the lungs are clear, I'd like for you to do one clear sweep of the whole body and see if there's anything else that needs to be done to the body today. Or does it seem to be okay?
Her left eye.
What's going on in the left eye?
Leftover.
Why does she need to have that in her left eye?
But she don't need that. I think some tightness got stuck around in there.
All right, so we know that we took the tightness away from the rest of the body. Let's take the tightness off of the eye too. Begin to release and let go of that tightness and relax it. Breathe in to that eye and begin to relax it.
It's better.
Very good. Now I know that Shelley came in here for a reason. What is the reason why she came into this session? What did you need to tell her?
Stay strong. This world, you need this money. For this world, you need that. If you want to go, you can go. You gotta go, you want to go. This world, you gotta have it. It's part of this life. It's part of this world. It's part of this world. Just gotta have it. Just gotta have it.
So she needs to continue to work to earn her money?
We're going to bring her some, but let's see what she does with that first.
Wonderful. Good. Are there any other messages that Shelley needs to receive at this time? Any other information?
Stay clear. Stay focused. Stay grounded.
Very good.
Open your heart. Open your heart.
Very good. Welcome back. How do you feel?
Heavy eyes.
Are
Heavy
they
eyes.
relaxed eyes?
Oh my gosh, are they ever?
You did great.
Oh,
Was it what you expected?
it was. It was better.
Indescribable?
Indescribable. It was. Yeah, you just can't describe it, actually. I don't know how you would.
Yeah.
But just going with it was key.
Yeah. When did you feel you were really going with it?
I don't remember exactly where we were at.
Your mom?
Oh, yeah, Mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I that's when it all really felt connected, and I could see the connectivity.
You see how that was holding you back?
Yeah, and she would never want that.
No. So she was holding on to you because she felt that you needed her, but at the same time, it was holding you back.
Yeah.
So we need to let go.
That's why I told her to go into the light, because she wouldn't have never left us. She would have hung around in the dens. I didn't want that for her.
Yeah, but she still had a connection to your heart. Yeah. Wonderful. So do you want to keep this personal? Or you want to share some of it?
Is anything worth sharing on that?
It's up to you.
If you think it helps somebody, yes, of course.
What do you think?
I think if somebody's got the attachment to their mom like I had to look and clear and know they don't want you to be like that.
What about Sam?
Oh my gosh, let go of Sam.
Do you realize that even though somebody noticed that he was there, but he had to go on his own accord? Because we all have free will.
That addiction does not, it is such a strong hold. I mean, any addiction is, but that's my addiction. It's just, but you know, it wasn't that hard to quit when I had my mom, because I wanted her to quit. So, of course, that comes.
But he wanted you to smoke because he didn't want to stop smoking.
Right.
So he was using you as a vehicle for his pleasure.
Yes, and I was abiding him quite well for quite a long time. Thank you very much. That's not very good, but you know, I was accommodating.
And what did your lungs look like?
Oh, black. And when I started clearing, they started getting pinker and pinker and pinker.
How do they feel now?
I can breathe. I'm in no pain. It's mad.
Your body feels good?
Yes.
That's great.
Yes, yes. And thank you.
Fabulous. How long do you think this was? How did it feel?
40, 50 minutes, something like that.
We're on, right now, an hour and 41 minutes.
No way. No way. I mean, really, no way. Oh my God. That is crazy. I mean, really, really crazy. That is so crazy. No wonder people wake up and go, no way. I see why now. It's like, there's no way I was doing all that for that long.
Yeah.
You're a very patient person. Very, very patient. Wow.
So, Shelley, how'd it go for you?
Amazing. Look at that face. She is the cutest little thing. I tell you, she's just a little... You look smaller here in person than at the event. But I didn't come up to you at the event. I just kept my space.
So we met where?
The Weehawken
event.
In New Jersey.
Now, there's been quite a few people who have come here from Weehawken. And how many times did you try getting a session?
After I went to Weehawken, not one time.
So it seems to be almost like if you go to an event, it's easier to get the session.
That's how it worked for me.
Yeah.
Because I just found you last year.
Isn't that something?
I mean, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So what expectations did you have when you got here? What did you want?
I tried not to have any. I just wanted to find myself and my truth. Mine. Because there's so much information.
Did you find it?
I did. I feel I did.
Yeah. Now, you've been hypnotized before. What was the difference between the other hypnosis and this one?
It's much deeper, for sure, much deeper. But I just don't know how to say much deeper. Much deeper.
Well, one of the things that I tell everybody is that when you've been hypnotized before, it's easier the next time. And you're not a visual person.
No, I'm not. No.
Right. Were you able to see anything?
Not really, no.
Yeah. So when you're not a visual person and someone uses a visual script on you, you're kind of lost.
Yeah.
So what I did is a totally different induction on Shelley where I caught her by surprise.
No, did she? Scared me to death. That was funny. It's like, oh my gosh, scared me to death.
So it's a different type of technique that you use for someone who is not visual because you have to get You have to get yourself out of the way.
You scared it out of the way.
I scared you out of the way. Yeah. So, you use different techniques for other people. Some people are very visual, so they're able to follow you, but when you're not, you just use different techniques.
And it worked.
It worked. Great. Yeah. So do you recommend this to other people?
Yes.
Yes?
For sure.
Yeah. So how far did you travel?
Florence, Kentucky.
And we're in Miami right now. So I haven't been in Miami for a while, and I won't be later.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to be traveling a lot this year. So it's a pleasure for me to be home right now in this beautiful.
And it's a pleasure for me to be in Miami while Kentucky's cold.
In this beautiful weather. So if you'd like to get a session with me, just sign up for my newsletter. Go to my website and sign up. And it comes out about once a month. But this year, since I'm traveling so much, I'm going to be sending newsletters targeting the audience in the cities where I'll be traveling to. Oh. So there are going to be less newsletters going out. It's not going to be a monthly thing. It'll go to the cities because I want to be able to see the people where I'm traveling.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
So when I go to a city, I'm going to be doing that. And if you don't see me for a session, go to one of my gatherings.
Definitely.
Did you like it?
Yes. They're fun and you feel comfortable and there's good food and, of course, a good presenter. And it's a good connection. And a few months after Weehawken, I got my appointment.
Yeah. So. And we've had, I think, like 3 or 4 people already who I've done videos on that have been at that Weehawken event. So whatever's in Weehawken is in New Jersey, right across the river from New York City. So something's in the air. Some wild vibes there. Shout out to all of you who went to Weehawken.
Thank you, Weehawken.
So I hope you enjoyed this session. I certainly did. It was very interesting.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And I hope I get to meet you sometime soon. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Oh, what a